Hi, welcome to the playthrough that we're going to do. We got Elaine and Adwin ready to go. We've already drawn their cards. Let's start everything off. Here's their two decks. This is actually a card that does not need to be there. This was an extra card that was in the deck, so we're just going to put that away. And we're going to get going. We're going to start with Elaine and Adwin at the manor house. And we're going to start with Elaine first. So the first thing we do is we turn over a blessing card to start our timer. Then what we do is, I think instead of trying to solve anything here, we're going to go to the armory. Alright. And let's see. Our next thing is that we're going to turn over, and we discovered an armor, a stalking armor. Okay, let's see. This armor says to defeat it or to acquire it, we need a Constitution or Fortitude, and the Constitution is a D8. This is a 4. Does he have Fortitude? No, he does not. So we will be rolling a D8. And I know I got one here. Yes, there we go. We're going to roll a D8, and we got a 2, which means, wow, that really sucked. So we're going to lose the stalking armor. When you lose something, it goes right back to the box. So it's going to go back into the armor sector of our box, and that is going to be Elaine's turn. We don't have anything that we could use to, well, I don't want to start, well, you know something, I'm going to discard this card to explore a location. Well, no, actually, I think I'm going to wait because I don't have any weapons, and I don't think it'd be too prudent to really try to go ahead and do anything. So we're going to end his turn at that. So we're going to go to Adwin. Adwin, who's in the manor house, and we are going to turn over a blessing, and we're going to search this area right here. And right here, there is a hand crossbow. Now, we really don't need this that badly, but I don't think it could hurt either. So, to check to acquire dexterity, which is a D12, ranged, so you get D12 plus 1, we need a 5. So we're going to roll, we get a 12, plus 1 is 13. So this actually goes to our hand. Our hand size is 5, and we have 6 cards. So what I'd like to probably do is to discard this card to explore your location. So that means we can keep exploring. And I'm going to use the discard right here for Adwin, because that's her card right there in her deck, and Alan's is right here, and so forth and so on. So we're going to turn over another card. And underneath is a javelin. It's another dexterity check. Ranged 4, so we need anything. We got a 6 plus 1 is 7, so we got this card as well. So we're making out with plenty of cards. What else can we, should we keep on going? I think so. I think, because we have so many weapons. Alright, I think we're going to discard this blessing. And it says discard this card to explore your location. Discard this card to get a mythic charge. Discard this card to add 1 die to any check. But I think we're going to just discard this to keep going here, since we're doing pretty good. And as you would have it, we find the main boss, which is not cool. So what's going to happen before you act? You must summon a random monster from the box. If the summoned monster is not defeated, Sophia is undefeated. If undefeated, shuffle the top card of the blessing deck into your location. Oh boy, that is not cool. So random monster, huh? So I'm going to take and I'm going to, underneath the table here, pull out a, oh wow, awesome. You may not play spells that have an attack trait. Before you act, discard the top card of your deck, which is great, a Ring of Climbing. If undefeated, discard 2 cards off the top. So we've got to beat this. So she has a hand crossbow. For your combat check, reveal this card. Use your dexterity or range skill. My dexterity and range skill is a D12. Range skill is +1 and a D6. If I'm proficient with weapons, you may additionally recharge another weapon. So that's basically put another weapon underneath. Geez, do I want to do that? Because we're going to mow right through her deck. I'm going to recharge this javelin. I think I'm going to discard this javelin. Now let's take a look and see what we can do here. This isn't cool. I think I'm going to discard this javelin. Recharge this javelin to add another D8 because we want to make sure that we take care of this particular problem that we have here. Forgot to put a learner in there. Okay, so I shuffled that up. So we're going to add a D8 to that. And we're going to roll all 3s. We need 14. And we got it, 18. 7 and 7 and 4 is 18 plus 1 is 19. We've defeated this monster. Alright, so that monster is defeated. Now we have to do our combat check against her. Which all we're doing is basically, hopefully we're going to close this. I'm closing, summon and then acquire a random ally when closing. Okay. When you encounter a boon, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, I'm going to show this and then I'm going to bury this. So that's going to give me a D12 because it is a range combat, and I'm going to get rid of another range combat, which is going to give me the D8, the D6 plus 1 to hopefully defeat her. So I'm going to shuffle this into my deck. And we're going to roll all these, and we need a 12. And a 6 and 6 and 6 and 2 is 14 plus the 1. So we defeated this. And we've actually defeated this, and we've lost all this great stuff which we could have used. But we missed out on a barrier, which is good. We're going to summon and acquire a random ally. So I'm going to reach into the deck here, pull out a Gnome Bard, add that to my hand. When permanent closed, no effect. She's gone. But the way she's gone isn't the way that we had hoped. What we do is we have to actually take, because she escapes, and finally this pile here, we've got to take the, See, I could have temporarily probably tried to close that particular area, but the problem is that because the other areas were open, she is going to escape into these other areas. So we shuffle these all up and then we'll deal them out. 2 and 1, 2 and oh god, 3. What did I do here? No, I did right. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to shuffle these cards up. That goes there. That gets shuffled up there. And finally, we're going to shuffle this pile of cards here. If I'm messing this up, just let me know. I'm sure I'll screw it up somehow. Alright, so she's still at the manor. This is her hand. She has a hand of 5, which is exactly what we needed to have. So we discarded those cards, and we lost a card from the top of our deck, which is just awesome. And now we're going to start another turn, which is going to be Alan's turn. So, let's see, what are we going to do here? So this is actually gone now. And I can break this down later, that's not a big deal. And let's see, what to do. Well, we could stay at the armory with Alan. And we have scale mail, a helm, Donovan, which is his horse, and an apprentice. So we're going to not move, and we are going to turn over the first card, and thank God it's a weapon. It's a dexterity ranged weapon. It has a dexterity of 4. Oh, that's not good. You may discard a card to add 1. No. Alright, well, we can't get it with a D4. It's not going to do us any good. We rolled a 1. So this actually goes completely away. So we're going to put this into the weapons. Boy, we're not doing too well here at all. I'm going to discard this apprentice, which is going to help us explore our deck. And I forgot to turn over the blessing card. Glad I caught myself. And we're going to try to do it again. Mace. We really want this. Strength, melee. Alright. We have a D10 plus 2, and we need to be a 4, so I'm not even going to try to add anything to that, because we get the plus 2, so all we need to do is roll, okay, at least a 6, which we got. A 6 plus 2 is 8, so this goes into our hand, which is great, because now we have the scale mail, the helm, Donovan, which is his mount, and for your combat check, reveal this card to use your strength or melee skill plus a D8. So this is going to help us. Additionally, you may discard this card to add 1. So we're going to stop right there, and we're going to be quite happy with that turn, because we finally got a weapon that we needed. Adwin's already closed the location. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by doing our blessing. Then we're going to move. Where should we move? I wonder what would work for us. Well, there's at least one monster there. And there's no monsters here. But who knows what we have here. Let's let's try to close out the marketplace here. So she's going to go there, and we have an ally. There we go. Okay, at the start of your turn, you may search your deck for a cohort. Okay, and put that in your hand and then recharge a card. Okay. Okay, so that's not going to help us. Charisma. We have a D4 or diplomacy. Bury an armor. I wonder if she has an armor. Yeah, she does. We can bury an armor to acquire this ally. Diplomacy. Do we have diplomacy? No, we don't. Do I want this ally that badly? No, I don't. So we're just going to let this go. And this is going to go into the box and it's gone forever. That is going to be Adwin's turn. She still has 5 cards. So we're all right there. We're going to turn over our blessing, and let's see. You may discard a card to add 1 plus the adventure deck number, which is 1, to your check to defeat a non-villain monster. If undefeated, return it, blah, 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 blah. At the end of your turn, you may recharge any number of weapons. Okay. So let's see, what do we got here? So he's still over in the armory. Reveal this card to move at the end of your turn. If you have a roll card, you may move to another character. No, I do not have a roll card. When you reset your hand, you may shuffle this card into your deck. Okay. I'm not going to do that. Alright, so I'm going to just adventure here. Okay, so there's a heavy crossbow, which would have been perfect for Adwin. I wonder if we can get it. It's a dexterity range check. Dexterity, nope. It's not going to help us. I only have a D4 for that, and we're going to end up losing that. Awesome. We're losing a lot of good weapons that can help us out in this. But we only got 3 locations, but the ticker keeps going. So that's pretty much his turn. I can reveal this card to move at the end of my turn, and I think I'm going to move. I'm actually going to move over to the marketplace with Adwin and see if we can possibly close this out, because we're kind of running out of time here. And I'd like to just stay close to her and see if we can just knock this out. And hopefully the main character isn't here where we have to reshuffle everything again. So it's now Adwin's turn, and we're going to turn over our blessing. And she's going to stay here, and she's going to reveal a long sword. A D6. Okay, strength. Boy, if we got that long sword for your combat check, reveal this card to use. Oh boy. Strength. No, I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm going to do that. It's a strength. Strength test. Okay, well, I mean, we have a D6. On a 6, we'll get it. So we'll give it a shot. And we got a 3, which does not help us. And it goes to the box. We're just losing everything that we possibly could here. This is just a horrible, horrible beginning. We got 5 cards here. I think we are going to discard. No, I think we're going to leave it here, and we're going to leave our cards exactly the way we have it. And we're going to go with Alan's turn. And we turn over a blessing, and we're going to check things out here. And it is a recruit. We can get a recruit. but we have to roll off our charisma and diplomacy, which is a D8, which is good, plus 3 for our charisma, and 7. All we needed was a 3. This is a great card to have in our hand, because what we're going to do with it right off the bat is we're going to discard this to explore the location even further. Oh, that should have gone there. Boy, making mistakes all over the place here. So we're going to turn over another card, and of all the bad luck, it is the main villain. Boy, this is absolutely horrible. Alright, so we're going to fight this main villain. And of course, as you know from last time, we've got to draw a random monster out. So I'm going to pull out a random monster, which is a mongrel wizard. Awesome. Okay, the difficulty of the check to defeat is equal to the highest difficulty to defeat a random monster from the box. Before you act, the mongrel deals 1 acid damage to you. So that means we lose a card out of our... After you act, deals 1 poison damage. Oh, wow. So we'll deal with that at the beginning of the next turn. I just want to make sure that I'm going to use actually these counters here to make sure that I know he has 1 acid damage. Is the highest difficulty to defeat a random monster in the box. Okay. So I have to pull out another random monster, and the difficulty is an 11. Okay. So Alan has a mace. He has a strength plus his strength. He has a D10 plus 2. For your combat check, reveal this card to use your strength or melee skill. Okay, which I'm going to. Strength. And melee, strength plus 2. Okay, strength plus 2, so that's D10 plus 2 plus a D8. Okay, so it's a D10, a D8, and we get plus 2 to beat an 11. And wow, we hit 11 plus 2. Alright, we defeated the monster somehow. But I'm going to keep this card out because I'm going to read on that and have this ready for the next video. So now what we need to do is I'm going to keep this card out because now we have to do our check here. And if undefeated, shuffle. Okay, so now we have to beat a 12. So again, we'll have that, and let's see what else we can do. Alright, I've got nothing else here, but let's see if she can help us out any. We do not have a blessing that she can give. There's nothing here that can help us, or that she can help us with. We are going to proficiency, so that's D10 plus 2, which we would need, plus whatever our D8. So hopefully we can roll high enough to beat a 12 here. And 4 and 5 plus 2 is only 7, so that's not going to help us whatsoever. So, if undefeated, shuffle the top card of the blessing deck into your location deck. So we have to take the top card here and shuffle it into here. Wow. So she's undefeated, and I believe that she gets shuffled back into this deck. So we're going to take care of that. And that's where we're going to leave off for this particular video. I'm going to check a few things that I did. I'm going to check to see what the acid damage does and the poison damage. So I've got both those, and I'm going to put this card right here so we know. And when we come back, it'll be Adderwin's turn. And it's looking like we're in a bit of a pickle here, because we know she's there. I wonder if we just bail, but I want to check if she goes back in there. If not, I think maybe she escapes and takes off. So I'm going to take a look. I'm going to read up on this because I think I may have done some things wrong. If any of you have seen that I've done some things wrong, please leave comments in the bottom, in the comments below. And I hope you're enjoying our playthrough of this brand new game from the Adventure Card series. I've got all 3 of these sets, and I have every single deck. And this is the first time I think I'm sitting down and actually playing it, besides playing the very first box set and the first adventure. This is something I've really wanted to play through, and I haven't had a chance to. Not so much I haven't had a chance to. As you see, I keep buying stuff. But, the truth and reality of it is that, I really wanted to get to it. I never got to it. I piled it up, and then finally I said I'm just going to make a video of it, and that's the way I'm going to get going with this. So with that said, I'm hoping that I'm doing this okay. If there's any questions or anything that you have, like I said, please leave comments, and we'll see you soon. We'll see you next video for part 3 of the very first battle through the Wrath of the Righteous. Thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you later.